I've always been interested in the body, what a body carries, what it survives, what it remembers. And so my work kind of begins with the body. Not as this like fixed or ideal idea of a body, but something sort of these ideas of instability, interruption, continually adapting. How does the body endure when it's out of control is kind of a question that sits underneath about everything I make. Most pieces begin as fragments, drawings, notes, small investigations. I sketch to think through tension, balance, and structure, breaking forms down to their bare essentials to better sort of understand mechanisms at play beneath the surface. I'm really interested in this delicate balance between the internal and external and seen and unseen. There's a lot of repetition in my work, cutting, measuring, sanding, sewing, layering. Sometimes it feels really meditative, sometimes exhausting. But the labor matters. I want the hand to remain visible. I want the people to feel sort of time embedded in the surface. Another material I use is thread. It kind of becomes this way of holding things together, sort of binding and repairing, supporting. I also use things like maple plywood, steel, and paint because they all kind of carry this tension. They're things that can hold stress, things that can fail, things that can be repaired. A lot of the forms that I use reference the body indirectly: organs, cavities, structures, landscapes, internal ones. I puzzle these pieces together almost like architecture, supports and foundations, structures trying to stabilize themselves. I often take things apart to kind of put them back together and repair them. And there's this negotiation happening constantly between control and release and between play and risk. I'm really fascinated by the relationship between structure and vulnerability, kind of what protects us and what breaks down. Living with chronic illness really changed the way I understand the body. I've become acutely aware of how vulnerable we are, but kind of also how adaptive we are. The body is constantly rebuilding itself, repairing, failing, regenerating. It's an incredible cycle. And I think about this a lot in the studio, about what's held together, what's barely holding on. And you can see this in the joints, the seams, the decision. The history of the object stays visible. I want to make something really physical. I'm not trying to make perfect objects. I'm trying to make honest ones.
Working with ArtLifting has genuinely helped support my career. Beyond the opportunity that they're providing, they really offer support, they offer resources, encouragement, and something that can be really hard to find as a working artist, which is a team. So having people who really believe in the work and help carry some of that weight creates sort of this space to help actually deepen the creative process. And for somebody who's living with chronic illness and disability, sort of this kind of scaffolding is really crucial. Through the product development and collaboration I've done with ArtLifting, they've helped connect my work to new audiences, of course, while also helping me feel, seen as a human being. So it's been really meaningful to work with a team that both values the artist and the artwork, as well as the human behind it.